1, flicker burn. Dawn Patrol, flicker burn. Okay, well, Scott Vesley called his own all burn that time. Scott, listen to the radio. You were not on the radio. You jumped me there, Dawn Patrol, Dawn 2. Those of you that are here, if you've got smartphones that do video, this is a great time to capture this in video, especially if your phone does slow-mo. It really makes for a neat video. So, Dawn Patrol, let's do another flicker burn in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flicker burn, flicker.
Looking great, guys.
Nicely done, nicely done. Once again, the Dawn Patrol Show brought to you by the good folks at the Route 66 Casino Hotel and RV.
How about there? What did I say we were going to do? An all burn.
No, you said a flicker burn. Well, we can do it.
Let's do an all burn first. Let's do an all burn. Sorry, all burn. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn.
That's quite a display this morning.
It is.
Yeah, with all the two groups joining together.
Combined.
Yeah.
One of the days, the balloons of the day.
Might make this might have to make this an every year thing, you know, just put her. All burn.
What a great extra show we're getting here this morning with our dog.
And here comes the Chili Flight Express.
Darth Vader's over there, dude.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, there are a lot of them, dude.
I think they're gonna launch soon.
Eventually, though.
I mean, they should.
Yeah, I think they should too. Oh, look at the little like. Sorry.
As you can see, we are leaving Albuquerque now. We've entered the Cibola National Forest. So there, the city began 317 years ago on 1st Street in Central. That's downtown. And when it began there was a long time ago, but since it's grown, it's about 600,000 people there to the right side, Rio Rancho and Bernalillo County. On the weekdays, you can check out places like the Uptown, Old Town, Downtown, the Youngster Museum, Rattlesnake Museum, the Balloon Museum's hosting the Balloon Fiesta. There's a lot of places to check out. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, you can check the brochures down on the bottom floor there, the water fountain. There's so many brochures we have for New Mexico. But there's Albuquerque, Mexico's biggest city. As you're looking down here, you can see there's a trail leading out on our north side. There up, it's 1 mile to our tower. If you look in front of you, you can see there's a tower coming in, and we're gonna approach it in 30 seconds. As we go past that tower and be in the phone line, I'll be on the phone line here. There's a phone line here for me to talk to people, but I'll answer that in just a second. But once we get past that tower, you're gonna feel the tram go through a swing and sway. The tram's gonna rock back and forth, so get ready for that in just about 10 seconds. 10, 50, 40, 10, 2, and already coming in 22, 10, 2, tower 2. All right, folks, make some noise. Cool, that was it. Looking out behind us, you can see that tower leaning 18 degrees. That's the angle that helps us pass over it. It's pretty hot in here. You guys open that window, just push it out. It's easily, it's open, but let's push it further. There we go, you're all set. Let's see, it's good. You're going up this tram site. This area is called the Sonoran base. It's called the Sonoran for desert. You got the pinyon trees, juniper around here. It's desert life with the cactar of yucca, chamisa. The animals along the way could be bear, raccoon, squirrel, red-tailed hawk, golden eagle, peregrine falcon, being wild turkey, tassel deer, squirrel, ring-tailed cat, bobcat, mountain lion, turkey, vulture, and much more. That's not even 10% I could name, because most of those are 200 different kinds of birds too, and 18 different kinds of snakes, much more. Now the direction we're going is east, and as we're going east, that's the direction we're going. You can look a little bit to our right. This is southeast to our right there going up. There's this big boulder standing up sideways. It's 3 stories next to you right here. So that's 3 stories, this big boulder here. Right beside us here. This is an idea of what you see. So, since the beginning, the tram has been established since 1966. It's been 55 years ago since then. When it was first constructed, it was in 1964. It was 2 years to build. It took $2.4 million to construct with the money, and more than 4,000 helicopter flights to hold the cables in place and the tower best together. Now, as we're going up, here's one side project that happened for the demolished site for dynamite. So if you notice right in front of us as we're going up, you can see some gray rubble just a little bit to our right here. See that right in our right side here? You can see this demolished site here by dynamite in 1964. They demolished this site for thinking they were going to build a 3rd tower there. It didn't happen, so that was way back then. And that's one of their side projects that failed. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Because if there was 3 towers, it would be 3 times the problem during high wind. Now, Sandia Tramway is known for romance. On a daily, we celebrate more than a dozen anniversaries. You never know if you might be a witness for a proposal or a wedding. But if you do get proposed to, just say I do, so it won't be an awkward tram ride back for us. Yeah, I've been here 6 years and more than 3,000 tram rides, and just about a dozen of those were the ones that got denied. So those were the most awkward tram rides ever. Besides that, looking at these trees, you can see some of them look like they're no longer bearing the leaves no more. It looks like they're no longer alive. This is because the Heinbar beetle came through in the early 2000s to affect some of these trees, but most of these trees are still okay. And we're almost ready to go to our next tower in just a few moments. That's going to be within about 40 seconds. We passed our first tower about 3 minutes ago, so we're almost just a few moments away for our next tower. So this tower coming in is going to test your fear of heights, because behind us is nothing. Because it's been only 6 minutes, rising barely under 200 feet off the ground behind us. But once we go past the tower, you're going to be nearing towards 900 feet off the ground, so it's going to be more than quadruple. So, sorry if I'm not helping. There's that cool mountain breeze, felt the chill, feels good. Here's our slow down point for the tower. Get ready as we slow down and be on the phone line here for our safety. Hey, we're coming in at 40 and 0, 30, 0. 20, 0, 10, 0. Towers. Thank you. All right, Mooks, make some noise. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Looking right in front of you, you can see the red tram car on the other table. Ours is blue, red, white, and blue for the patriotic colors. This tram car is going to meet us halfway in 20 seconds. You can see that one. It's got some people in there. It's about 20. We're packed out, 48. So we're really busy at the phase where there's about an hour and a half waiting in line. And later on it's going to be 2 hours, and then after 2 p.m. it's going to be 3-hour lines. But either way, glad you're here early. Go ahead and wave at the people on board. There's our people with tram plan.
They seem like they're going way faster.
Yeah, so there's less people. So it looks like they're going faster. That just means we're going 13 miles the direction of east, and they're going 13 miles west. So both speeds makes them look like they're going 26 miles per hour. And as we're slowing down, that's due to that tram car. Keep in mind that this cable that pulls us up is also pulling that tram car down on the other side. So since it's about now, we're slowing down, and we're gonna wait until that tram passes the tower. It usually takes about 20 seconds. But looking around, looking down, that's the height of the observation deck. That's the Eiffel Tower. Just about 10 more seconds, that tram car passes the tower. And once you get up there, you guys will witness the restaurant having the doors open at 11 a.m. It's 11:05, so the restaurant just opened about 5 minutes ago. You guys have an opportunity to check it out. That restaurant up there is called 10-3. It's about 10,300 feet. Restaurant cost $8.2 million. It took 2 years to build. That restaurant replaced the other restaurant up there. You had known them 4 years ago. The restaurant was called High Finance. They tore it down completely from the ground up. The foundation, that new restaurant's called 10th that you'll see up there, and it's going to be open. I'm glad you came right at this time because people were up there too early. They're waiting 2 hours for it to open, so they kind of got in there. Besides that, we do our test run every day. Our test run, our maintenance run is from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And after that, we get customers up. We make sure we stand on top of the rooftop or on the carriage, which is 20 feet higher. We check the cables the whole way. There's a lot of things to look for. And after that, we make sure it's all good. But also looking out next to us, we have this peak here. The rock climbers give the name Ego Boost. They hike about 5 hours to get here. You can see it's got some crisscross slants, diagonal pockets to climb up. So the rock climbers gave the name Ego Boost. You can laugh at that because up top the restaurant, they got a beverage called the Ego Boost, and there's a little note: the effective alcohol is 2 times in the base. Yeah, so don't get too wasted. Down around you is all kinds of trees: conifer, Douglas fir, ponderosa, the aspen, maple, oak trees. You can see the aspen turned yellow.
I thought it was just
you see some red out there. That's some of the maple, not a wild maple trees, so there's pretty hardly. And looking down is the tallest trees. The good help for these trees is the snow that lingers around. We're going to get snow next month from November to June, and the snow finally melts in June, and it waters these trees in the ravine that makes them grow over 130 feet. That you see these other trees out there are less than 70 feet. Hiking from the base up there, from the terminal, the tram is 2 miles north to the La Luz. It takes about 9 miles to hike all the way up from down there. I did it 5 days ago. My legs are still sore. So if you guys ever get a chance to do that, you can do that. But if you start at the La Luz base, you can hike 7 miles up. It'll take you about 4 hours or 5 hours. But from the tram terminal, it takes about 5 hours, 6 hours. It's different. It's longer. You're adding 2 more miles to that. We're going into our last canyon site to the Domingo Baca, and the reason why I hike is to let you know on my experiences on the mountain, the trees, nature. There's all kinds of berries with the trailway. There's some creeks of little streams of water, and that's how the bears eat their food. There's berries along the mountain, so there's all kinds of berries. Can't explain much of those berries because we're going up the tram ride. So we're going to have 15 minutes. We're almost there for only 5 more minutes. This is the last canyon site called the Domingo Baca. You can see this is the season of autumn. I stopped saying the season of fall because a lady yelled at me 4 days ago and she didn't like the word, so I say now the season of autumn. You can see up there really nice colors along the ravines up there. And also the name Sandia. Look at these rocks. You see some little pink there? That's the potassium feldspar. So when the sun sets on the mountain, it looks more pink, gives the name Sandia. It's Spanish for watermelon. So Sandia Peak, watermelon peak. It sounds really good. And in just about 10 seconds, in a few moments, we're going to slow down. And that just means the other tram car is going 2 miles out west. It's going to make us slow down here in just a few seconds. So right about now, we're going to slow down. And you can barely feel it, you can barely notice it, and right now you're going to notice it for sure. There's our slow down point. It's going to be a few moments, or a moment, excuse me. But looking up this way, folks, look at me, I'm pointing up this way, north. Right up top on that peak, you can see a stone cabin, a rock house. This is called a Kiwanis cabin. Think of KC. Kiwanis starts with the letter K, and cabin starts with the letter C. That'll help you if you're going to hike there. There are signs for that rock house. But you go there if you want to. It's 1.25 miles. That's the easiest trail. I do it 2 or 3 times a week. This week I'm not doing it because the Balloon Fiesta is too busy. But you go 130, the trail, and you stay north, and then you turn off on the left, which is 90 degrees to get there to that rock house. It's a really nice trailway going through the forest. You can hear the birds chirping, woodpeckers knocking. It's pretty windy up there, but that's your choice to go on those trails. And that was built during the Great Depression, 1936, by the CCC. The Civilian Conservation Corps built that way up there. And they left it there. Back then, they used to stay up there to build the back roads and the back trails. And look at this wonderful view. It's fantastic. Pretty cool. I never get tired of it. When I do, it becomes winter. And then when I do get tired of winter, it becomes spring, and then summer, and then fall, like this. 4 different seasons. I'm always here for 6 years straight. We're going to slow down now. This is our 2-minute mark. From up there, you're going to see 9% New Mexico. That's 9% all New Mexico. All you'll see is New Mexico. 11,000 square miles out. Behind us is Mount Taylor, 85 miles in that horizon. That peak there, that's where Grants is, 85 miles west. The farthest on the tram ride is out south there, is 125 miles there. We're almost there. It's pretty windy up here, right up top. Hasn't been windy for the past week. This is the first day it's been windy over a week. I'll guide us in for our landing. There's going to be a bump in just about 50 G's. Going up is like docking a boat. There's going to be a bump. Otherwise, keep these words with you. A merry heart does good luck medicine. That just means stay happy, you'll do fine. Also stay positive, because my name is Positive Terrence. Almost there. I'm going to guide us in here. We only got about 20 feet of space, and I'll be in the phone here. Hello. We are going up within about 3, and we only got about 5 feet up. Maintaining the 4 or 5, and we only got 3 feet. We're still good at 4 to 5, which is still good. Yep, all good. 3 inch, 4 inch. And we're coming in for the contact right now. There we go. All right, thank you. There's our contact for the bump, folks. There's one bump. There's one more up ahead. Right in front of you, you can see 2 green hoses. Every night around 9 p.m., we'll fill a tram car with 800 gallons of water to take up here to 15,000 gallon tank. So we wrap up things up here after 1 a.m. But otherwise, you guys stay on the mountain as long as you want till 10 p.m. The sun sets at 7:10. It's really windy, but don't mind it. Here we are ready to land in a foot. And we're inches away. Here's our bump coming up. Here we go. So you made it.